We've now reached step 4 about staying connected and cultivating relationships. Once you've had your first launch parties, focus on staying connected. Cultivating and building relationships is key to growing your party calendar and business. Start with your hosts. They are going to be your biggest influencers. Your host is already your cheerleader. After all, they're welcoming you into their home and introducing you to their friends and family. That's a pretty great endorsement. Make the most of your host relationship by doing something called host coaching. Coaching may sound unfamiliar to you, but it's simple and something everyone can do. This is just what we call prepping your host to make sure their party is fun, easy, and successful. After all, she's probably never hosted a Norwex party, so help her and you make the most of it. And here's Norwex leader Rebecca to share more with you about host coaching.
So when I first started my business, I had no idea how to host coach, but I knew it was important, but I had no idea how to do it. And what I found myself doing was just kind of bossing around my hostesses like they were my kids, or I just wouldn't connect with them very much at all because I didn't know what to say. But when I had the mental shift to think about my relationship with my hostess as a partnership where we were working together to create a really fun event for her friends, it totally changed things for me. Now I actually look forward to my host coaching, and what I've seen is that I have fewer cancellations, higher party attendance, and higher party sales at every party. Every bit of effort that I have put into mastering host coaching has been totally worth it for me and my hosts. So I found in my hostess coaching that there are 3 really important times to connect with your hostess. And the first is right after she books the party. Tell her thank you. Whether you send a note in the mail or send her a quick text, I cannot believe how impactful this small gesture can be. Show your excitement, tell her you can't wait for the party, and let her know how much her friends are going to love her for introducing them to Norwex. Then your next check-in is really going to be your main conversation with your hostess. And I prefer to either do this in a phone conversation or getting together for a cup of coffee. And I start this conversation by asking her why she decided to host, because everybody has a different reason. And in this conversation is where you really start to feel that relationship and partnership developing with your hostess. So ask her why she's hosting, and then ask her who are some of the different friends she's excited to invite. Inviting from different circles of friends and over-inviting are super important for your host. Then we talk a little bit about how to invite, how to take orders from friends who aren't able to attend the party, how to encourage her friends to all bring a friend of their own to the party. And of course, we touch on the hostess rewards because that's so fun. And remember, excitement is contagious, so don't hold back and try to be professional while you're talking to your hostess. Just be excited and have fun with her. Then your last connection with your hostess is going to be right before the party, just to confirm all the details. And I always start this conversation by just telling her, "Oh, I'm so excited to see you tomorrow." And then I ask her who she's excited to see. And then any last minute coaching tips to help her get a few more guests there or maybe a few more outside orders. And I end this conversation by asking her, do you have any other questions for me, or is there anything else you want me to know before I get there? I make this a phone call, but it could work just as well in a text or email conversation if that's easier for you and your hostess. So never feel like you're bugging her as you're coming alongside her in this partnership. Embrace it and have fun doing this together.
Thanks, Rebecca. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. And remember, have fun and be yourself while coaching your host. Another important way to cultivate relationships is after you first share Norwex with people. Have you ever heard the expression, fortune is in the follow-up? Well, it's true, especially in this business. Continue spreading the mission and building your network by a simple follow-up system called 222. Let's turn it over to Norwex leader Amy to learn more.
You'll find that future bookings oftentimes are in the follow-up. So think 2, 2, 2. 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. 2 days following a party, you'll want to be sure to thank your host via text, email, or phone call. At 2 weeks, it's best practice to follow up with your customers via phone call. This is a great time to check in with them to see how they're liking their items and to see if they have any questions. When you find that they are loving every item they've received, it's a great time to ask if they're interested in hosting a party. Consider saying, "It sounds like you really love everything that you've received so far and like you have a long wish list. You know, as a host, you can earn those items at a great discount or for free by hosting a show. What do you think?" 2 months. Follow up with another phone call or email to your customers and past hosts to check in to see how they're liking their items and if they have any other questions that they can think of. Because Norwex offers a great 60-day money-back guarantee, this is a perfect time to do so. You'll find that better follow-up leads to better relationships and more bookings. You just never know who will say yes.
And the options are endless for ways to connect. Here's some quick ideas for you. Have a small get-together with friends and neighbors, something casual. It's surprising how often a gathering of 2 can easily turn into a party of 5. Host your own Norwex parties. After your launch parties, consider self-hosting monthly parties. Think about carrying your Safe Haven 5 set with you on the go and having what we like to call a pop-up party. These are great supplemental mini parties. Quick 15-20-minute demos of the 5 products in coffee shops, work lunch breaks, in between sports practice, anywhere. Have you heard of a Try Me kit? Let's turn it over to Norwex leader Ginny as she shares more about this idea.
A fun booking tip is to do the Try Me kits. And what it is I take a bag and I put together an enviro cloth and a window cloth with little basic instructions on how to use the products. That's the Try Me kit. The way this works is to go to your friend list and you find someone on there that you want to have them experience the products. So let's say you have Amy on your list and she's got 5 kids and she's so busy and I just want to know what she thinks about Norwex products. And I'll call Amy and I'll talk to her and say, "Amy, you know what? I know you are so busy and time is of the essence. And I'm a new Norwex consultant and I would love to know what you think about these products. Would you be willing to try these products and just give me your feedback? You don't have to buy anything. I would just love to know what you think about these and how they work in your home, saving you time and money. What do you think?" Of course, Amy's gonna say sure. So then I'm gonna set a date to get her the Try Me kit and to get it back from her. That is key. So I'll meet with her, give her the products to try, and I'll say, "Amy, you know what? I'm gonna be in your area on Tuesday, and I'll circle back and get it from you, okay? How does that sound?" She'll say yes, and I'll say, "You know what? Don't wash them either. I want them back dirty. I'll take care of them, but just use them on everything." And I typically say, start on the master bathroom mirror because they're blown away how it works. So that's what I do. And then when I connect with Amy to see how she's enjoyed her products, well, most of the time they're gonna be blown away and say, "Oh my gosh, I wanna buy some." And I reply by saying, "You know what, Amy, I don't wanna sell these to you. I told you that when I let you try them, but you can totally earn them for free. Do you have any friends that would also like to save time and money using Norwex and not using any chemicals in their home? Can you think of anybody else that would enjoy that too?" And of course she's gonna say yes. It doesn't take very many people to make a party, and that's a great way to get a booking.
And of course, you don't want to forget to share your Norwex personal shopping website with friends and family. This is how people near and far can support your business. And make sure they are always ordering through you. And get social. The best marketing tool you will ever have is word of mouth. And one way to spread the word is by using all of the social media platforms available to you. Start being an influencer of healthier homes by sharing monthly specials and product videos that you love. Being active online is the perfect way to build your network and connect with contacts that don't live near you. You can even share cleaning tips and tricks using Norwex products. Remember, be authentic and just be you. Okay, let's roll it back. In step 4, we learned all about building relationships to keep your business going. Partner closely with your party hosts. Use the 222 follow-up system. Be prepared to share your business on the go and ask for referrals. Think outside the box, get creative, and use all ideas and outlets to share Norwex, including on-the-go parties, online parties, and more. Okay, moving on to the last step. Step 5 about spreading the mission.